You know, this is a very big precedent that's being set. This is a zone change. This is a lot more than just putting 35 units on an acre and a half. These people behind us that put this project together are to be commended for their efforts. They're professionals. It's a very nice-looking project for La Habra or maybe for Yorba Linda, but not for this location. Fullerton is in the midst of a massive changeover. This city government has been hijacked by big developers and big money, and you don't have to travel very far to make that evidently clear to yourself if you haven't gotten out much lately. But if you go down towards the freeway and you see the monstrosities that are gone up on Euclid, the one that almost got through this commission, which was the college town, and then what we have going on over the Polly's location, where it's purposely being run into the ground, and we have this accusation that it's blighted, therefore it needs to be remedied, replaced, rebuilt, or what have you. This is just another example. That building has been run into the ground. It's been abandoned. It has been allowed to become what it is. So as a justification and impetus to come forward and present something that ostensibly appears to be beneficial to everybody involved, when in fact it's no such thing. What this is a very carefully cloaked intent to start us down that slippery slope of turning empty places into gold. And I want to do that with my house. I want everybody that I know that owns property to be able to rezone their property. Can we all come here and do that? No, we can't. What we have going on here is a massive transition to an Agenda 21 city. And the further south you go, the more evident it becomes. We have plans to go to 10, in some cases 14 stories, 10-story buildings. I mean, what's going to go in at Polly's? So, yeah, this is nice. It looks neat. And it looks really nice when you don't show Bass and Cherry with the cars doing 60 or 80 miles an hour, and you don't show the traffic. You don't show the cars in the parking lots. You don't show what it's going to look like on Saturday night when everybody's got people over. There's a lot of deception because they're quite frankly trying to sell you something. And the residents here are trying to tell you something. And the balance here before us is to do what is right. And what is right is simply looking at an aerial shot of this and what is consistent with what you see from a zoom in, and that is R120 lots abutting this thing that doesn't belong there. The office building's been there forever, and you know what? I was here last night when they tried to sell us a little scam at the Fox that they need office space, and that's why they want to build stuff up around the Fox. I thought we don't need office space. Why were we talking about needing office space last night? And yet here we are today saying it's antiquated and not necessary, and therefore this is the only solution. So I urge you to vote no on this simply on two bases. Number one, you've got constituents here that are going to probably vote out the council members if you don't do what's right, and you'll be subsequently removed. And second of all, the zoning issue is a huge precedent, and it's a slippery slope. No way, Jose. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to close public comment just for a break.